Good morning, I'm Tina Jennings. Now, no one likes to be surprised by a crisis or a disaster and feel helpless. And when your family's also involved, that is extra scary. So don't be put in that scenario. Today is the day that you're going to get prepared for anything. September is actually National Preparedness Month, and this year's theme is Don't Wait, Communicate, Make Your Plan today. To help us with that plan is Judy Lynn. Now, Judy, what is kind of the significance of having a month like this?
Well, Tina, thank you. First of all, thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
We're starting to become a staple here, and that's really exciting for our department. So thank you for having us back.
Oh, absolutely.
Preparedness Month is important because it's our month. It's the month that we shine. It's the month that we plan activities. But truly, this evolved out of 9/11. It's the month that everybody's thinking about what happened on 9/11 and wondering how we can make sure that we're safer going forward.
Well, and I know, like you said, this kind of evolved out of 9/11, but this doesn't have to be a 9/11 type of an event for us to be prepared for. There's so many different levels that we all want to be prepared for. So we want to plan. I did say that.
Yes.
What is this, what can we do to get to this plan, or what should we start today being like, okay, I can start these steps?
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up, because in Tucson, Arizona, we're relatively immune even to the natural disasters.
Right.
And so people ask me all the time, Judy, why do we have to be prepared? We live where nothing happens. But things do happen here, and it doesn't have to be to the scale that 9/11 was.
Right.
Just a single house fire is as devastating on the family that lives there as other larger scale events might be. So we encourage people to come to our website, emergencyalerts.pima.gov, and on the Be Ready page, there's a ton of information and links for people wanting to get started within their own homes. This theme about making an emergency plan will help people get information. We want people to start talking about what you would do in a disaster, whether you're all in your own home and how would you get out and what would you bring with you, or if you're separated, if it's during the day and some of you are at work and some of you are at school, how would you communicate with each other? Do you have a rendezvous point? Do you have a plan for if you're separated and can't get back together?
I think that's a great thing to remind everybody. If you do get separated, if something is a larger scale kind of a disaster, have a place outside of the home that everybody meets, and this is that safe spot that we're all going to be going to.
That's right. And we'd encourage you to take it one step further. So if something were to be larger scale than just single family, there is the possibility that cell phone use would be inhibited.
Yep.
So we encourage people to actually choose a family member or a friend that doesn't live in Arizona, so that everybody knows that phone number and everybody can get in touch with that person if they can't get in touch with each other.
Again, something we probably didn't think about, but again, today we're making that communication begin and get that plan in place. Is there maybe just something locally that we can all get involved with that can help even on a grander scale?
Yes, I'm so glad you asked. We've been kind of hinting at this program, Everbridge, and the county has officially purchased this product, and we're going to be rolling it out shortly. We're starting with our own Pima County employees to get the hang of it, but it will be available to the public very shortly. But this is the kind of emergency notification that we use on a mass scale. So we will be using 911 information, but we're going to encourage people to log in and sign up on their own with their own cell phone numbers and their own email addresses, and they can let us know how they want to be reached. So we're talking about evacuations, large-scale emergencies where we need to get the public alerted quickly. This is your best bet, and we haven't had anything like this available to us in a while, so we're very excited about this. So I encourage everybody to stay close to our websites, to our social media feeds, and we'll let you know as soon as you can opt in for this, because you're going to want to.
I think that's amazing. I know we kind of talked about this a little bit in previous times when you had come on to talk about, how we can be prepared and things that were available to us. I'm glad this is getting closer to the rollout.
We're excited too.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, we haven't had this. Now that we have it, let's make sure we use that resource. Yeah.
Yep.
And I know we touched on a little bit earlier about people saying, I live in Tucson. Things are, don't really happen here. We're kind of immune to a lot of things. But I know we had a little bit of I guess a scare. Newton kind of gave us a little bit of that hurricane.
Sure.
Feeling that we were kind of in the pathway, I guess.
Yep.
But a lot of people kind of come back and say, nothing really ended up happening. Why was it important that we were kind of on alert?
Yeah, we're 0 for 2, so we're no deal, and then Newton disappointed us as well. So I get that question as well. You know, why now you're crying wolf? Why do we need to be prepared? What's ever going to happen to us? Truthfully, anything could happen at any time, and it's almost always the ones that we're not talking about and not preparing for that get us.
Yep.
So if we can use these larger, the ones that have more publicity, the ones that are known about, even if they end up not impacting us, it helps us get the message out about being prepared, because it doesn't take something the magnitude of Newton to be a problem for people.
You know what? I think that people should be thanking that nothing did happen, but we were still notified. We still had that preparedness available. We want the numbers to stay on
It's good practice. Yeah.
Good practice for us for anything. Now, of course, we have all of this stuff that's available for us. You guys do a great job, but you guys are also having a career fair that's coming up in October. What is that going to be, or who are we looking for?
We're very excited. This is the first time we've done anything like this. Yeah. But in order to start reaching the next generation, both with preparedness information, but also to encourage them to go into public safety and emergency services careers. We're offering an emergency services career fair for high school students. Every high school student in Pima County is welcome. We encourage the students to come through their schools if they're able to, but we're not going to turn anyone away at the gate. It'll be October 5th at the Kino Sports Complex, and people can get in touch with me through our website for more information.
What a fulfilling career, and what a great start to start thinking about that already in high school. So this is a great idea, and I'm going to remind everybody that information one more time for the fair. But Judy, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for
I'm sure you'll be back soon.
Thank you.
The Emergency Services Career Fair is taking place October 5th from 9 to 11 a.m. at Kino Sports Complex. To learn more, log on to emergencyalert.pima.gov or give them a call, 724-9300.